Underdog Poker web series. I'm Tone.
I'm Lars.
And this is episode 4.
So, Tone, last time we talked,
Yup.
you were on your way to Borgata.
The Big B, New Jersey.
Atlantic.
Or Big B in Borgata.
The only place to play in Atlantic City.
Nah, dude, they have the, what's that place? Golden Nugget.
Yeah, but that's a dump.
And then, oh, yeah, it's dump now. And then they have, because the last take, he didn't think that was a real place. And he had to look it up online.
I guess it still exists, so.
But, yeah, I don't, when I go to Atlantic City, to Borgata, I don't leave the building. Like, I stay there till I leave New Jersey.
I don't blame you. Best poker room by far.
It's beautiful.
In Atlantic City. So you went there and you played 2 events, right?
Yeah, we got lucky. The silver lining is we bagged both events on one bullet. Unfortunately, we didn't cash either one. But Borgata kind of messed it up on this almighty event. They only paid out less than 9%, and it's usually like the going thing is 10 to 12.
10 to 12, for sure.
So, like, it was kind of like a lot of players, they haven't, whatever, we're not going to get into the details of it, but a lot of players were kind of annoyed how they handled that whole thing.
Normally it's what, like 7-hour drive?
It depends who's driving. Me and Joe went for the kickoff, and Joe drove us. And, he broke the Guinness World Record. They called him and said, hey, you just drove from Boston to Borgata in 5.5 hours.
5.5 hours?
I don't do that. He had the pedal to the floor.
How is that possible?
He flew.
Wow.
It was literally insane. But, that was the fastest. And then, coincidentally, when I drove by myself Sunday, it took me 9 hours because it was the blizzard.
Wait, what?
And the Guinness World Records called me, and they said, hey, you're the slowest driver in the universe.
9 hours? What? Oh, so you were in the snow?
Yeah, it was the blizzard on Sunday.
I think I actually called out sick from work that day.
Adrena must have beat your ass. My girl.
I actually was sick, though, for the record.
Yeah, wink, wink.
Yeah.
Adrena knows. It was Saturday night, and they were warning you get those the iPhone warnings on the phone, the weather glitches or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh man, I really wanted any excuse to talk myself out of not going. You have to just put the work in and just keep showing up. Because imagine those times that you hit something and you don't go. Imagine you didn't go. Yeah. So you just gotta always show up. So that's all you could do.
So we were talking a little bit when he was on the trip, and he was telling me how he loves that full-service gas stations.
I hate full-service gas stations. Dude, obviously, when you're driving and you go through New York and you go over the bridge, what's that bridge called? The big one?
All right, so before we get to the gas stations, I hate the George Washington Bridge. It is literally my hell. Like, if I died, I went to hell, I would be on the George Washington Bridge, stuck in traffic. There's nothing worse than that place for me.
Except driving there after you bust a tournament.
Yeah, if you lose,
have a losing trip.
If you lose money and you have to drive and then you're stuck on it,
But honestly, New Jersey's law of you can't pump your own gas.
How do you not enjoy that?
Who doesn't get anxiety from that?
You give the guy a couple bucks, you give him a tip, and he pumps your gas.
Viewers, listen. You guys have got to be on my side. If you're one of those people, right, and you get out to pump the gas, and your credit card says hey, go see the clerk. I'm not going in. I'm gonna drive home. I'm gonna walk home if the car breaks down. I get anxiety. I don't want to talk to you. I just want to pump my gas and go to my destination.
Yeah, but the clerk, the guy's gonna take care of the transaction for you.
Nope, I don't want to go in there. It's cold, and then
you don't need to get out of your car. You just give the money to the guy. You say
no.
You say regular, and then that's it. What else?
Nope.
There's no
conversation. If it's cash, you got to walk across the world into the place. What are you talking about? And they're gonna steal the car. I'm all set. I don't want it. Then they're scrubbing your windshield. It's -3. The car won't open.
Man, I can't believe it.
I get anxiety easy, man. I'm a weird person. I just want to go in and out, give me a Diet Coke.
When you were a kid, did your parents ever pull into full-service gas stations?
I don't know. I don't remember.
You don't remember that?
No.
I remember when I was a kid and everyone stayed in the car.
What was that, when the dinosaurs?
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
It was
Flintstones. Yeah,
it was great, yeah. They just built the windshield.
Yeah, when you were young, they probably didn't even have gas. What were those cars? You just run on the street and the car moves. I've seen the Flintstones.
Pedals.
Yeah, that was you.
Okay, so you played some cash games while you're down there.
Yeah, Borgata cash games are amazing. You know why?
Why?
Alcohol is 24 hours, which is just, I think Vegas must be like that.
That's awesome.
But yeah, so like the whales are just drunk and they're playing all night and the cash game. So like through the night, the best time to play.
Yeah.
But I'm still, I like to just play like a normal noontime day.
Perfect.
But
you were telling me about a hand when you had, what did you have? Pocket sevens.
Yeah, that was.
What do they call those? Walking sticks?
I've never heard that.
Come on. That's like walking, like a cane.
I have never heard that.
You never heard sevens as walking sticks?
Never once in my existence of playing poker.
What?
I'm dead. I'm not even joking.
That has to be a thing.
No, I've heard of sailboats for pocket fours.
No, just sevens.
Snowmen.
Just sevens.
I've never heard
there's
the walking clutch or whatever the hell you said. No, I never
walking
heard of that.
sticks, like a cane.
No one's ever heard of that.
You
definitely made that up.
I did not. All right. For the viewers.
Adrena, fact check.
Walking sticks for pocket sevens.
Yeah.
Is it a thing?
Anyway, since Lars is embarrassing himself again,
okay.
No one's ever heard of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're playing 2-5. The dynamic of the whole table is like great. We got like some drunk guys, some fun guys. We got like one pro next to me. We have sevens under the gun. We make it 20, stand it open. It folds to the small blind, and he's like a middle-aged, like late 30s guy. He's having a good time. He's drinking a beer. You could tell, like, he's just, hiding from his family. He's just, he's hanging out. He calls, no big deal. And then the pro in the big blind makes it 90. And we're obviously just going to set mine. We're going to call, no big deal. Small blind calls. So, like, he's closing the action, but, like you kind of prefer to be heads up. But we're in position now. The flop isn't bad for us. It's Jack 5-3. It's there's two hearts, and small blind likes to check. The pro bets 110. A lot of people are probably saying, hey, just fold, didn't hit a set. But he could be c-betting a lot, and sevens are not terrible on that board, so we kind of just peel one and call, hoping small blind's going to fold, because if he's going to call, we're obviously not going to be in there. We can't beat both of them. They both are unlikely to be on draws. Small blind calls, so now we know we're dead. The turn's like an offsuit deuce. Small blind checks. So in my mind, okay, big blind's going to bet again, we're going to fold. But he checks. So like, oh, okay, like we'll reevaluate, see the river. We check back, no problem. And the poker gods reward us with a 7 on the river. And not a heart, so the flush draws miss. And they go check. We kind of go on the tank. We're like, all right, like what size are we going with? We kind of just bomb it for 500, hoping that they think that we missed our draws. We would play a lot of draws this way. And small blind, he huffs and puffs. He folds. The pro is sizing me up. He's looking at me, and he kind of says, like, hey, if I fold, will you show me? Poker face on. We don't answer. And he flings in 5 black chips, calls, and we show the sevens and win. And he's like, oh, sevens are so gross. I knew that, too. And he folds queens, he says. And then the small blind, innocently, like not trying to be a dick, he goes, oh, I folded king jack. Like, just every poker player cringes when that happens after a big hand.
Yeah, it's almost like a needle to the guy that had queens,
absolutely,
right?
But like, again,
I made such a good fold.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, guy, yeah, okay, guy, yeah, okay.
Okay.
Okay, hit it again. That shit was cracking me out. Sorry.
What? That's great.
Okay.
I hope you spit on all that Underdog Poker hoodie. I hope it goes all over.
I better not, motherfucker.
Oh, you did?
We're never gonna get this done if you don't stop.
This is great. This is great.
Fucking great.
This is great.
Oh my god.
This is what the viewers want.
Me laughing and spilling.
Yeah, spitting Diet Coke all over yourself. All right, so there's some $400 tournaments at MGM National Harbor in Washington, D.C. Apparently, Tone forgot how to talk without laughing. There's a $500,000 guarantee, then a $100,000 guarantee. It happens in February. A main event for $3,000. That's also $500,000 guarantee. Some other
they also do their
2K events.
Their levels are really like well portioned. It's like 30
there's
minutes,
like 40 minutes,
30,
an hour.
60.
It's great.
Lars is not a poker player. He doesn't get these things,
right.
but it's like a big deal.
Yeah, we can't wait to follow along.
All right, guys. Underdog Poker. We'll see you in DC.
Underdog Poker.